how we start, because in the beginning it's going to be kind of a crude brain model.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to make it a digital twin of that person's brain mind.
Yeah. So in some respect, it is, certain parts are well defined and not black box. But really, at this point, the NECA is somewhat of a black box and exists as a concept.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I think, the fuzzy area is how the LLM is going to help with NECA. To some extent, I think it's pretty straightforward. If we use all the knowledge we have of the brain, NECA is like a scientist. It's taking all the evidence and trying to fit it to predict that person's behavior. But the thing that we have not articulated so well is what the LLM is really going to help with. We think it should help.
Yeah.
And in fact, to the extent that NECA has the LLM's capabilities, we're kind of making a hope that NECA will be able to draw upon the multiple levels of the LLM.
Right. And we don't know what that architecture will be really, right? I mean, what NECA,
That's right.
What the nature of that yeah. But
we won't know until I would say we need several $100 million to find out.
Or billions. This is actually, sorry everyone, I'm Don and I are now thinking out loud. The other thing is, you can imagine the neurophysiology, if you get the integration right. I think I'm saying what you're saying from at a different perspective. If you get it right, you could very much interrogate the system like you would in a normal brain. As an example, if you presented it with a learning of a new language like NALT, would you see it step through both in neurophysiology and in cognitive structure, like what a human would do?
Right.
And based on that, if you have that model of that digital twin of that person, you could sort of like know what that person is going to predict, what that person is going to be learning at what rate, performance, etc., before you even present those new learning materials to the individual. And if you had some diagnostic sort of output of that, you could shortcut a lot of sort of the errors or improve their learning or so on, just based on the understanding of the model.
That's right. That's right. No, I think that's why the digital twin concept is so important for developing new technologies in a high performance, high stress category.
Yeah.
You could add new stresses, you could add unpredicted things, and your emulation would allow you to predict the person's response in situations you would not want to subject a person to. Even situations of combat and trauma that would not be ethical to do under training, you could do it with the digital twin.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha now. I think I'm a little more comfortable of representing what you're saying here. So thanks.
Yeah.